Sugar Ray Leonard.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight. And what a fight it should be.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fans. I've been to many, many fights like this, and it's very, very eerie.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Nice counter shot. The media expects a lot from this fight under the stars here at night.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, waiting for this. How have they prepared for this, these fighters? This is going to be so hard, so difficult.
Nice counter shot. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. That counter shot lands. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Good counter punch. A perfect counter shot. Oh, that punch. There's a counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What about Crawford in that last round? What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Breathe. Just get your breath back. And we'll go again. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Round, we don't care. Go out there and win the next one. Yeah? Good. Get your mind back on the job. That was a god-awful round, that was. Come on. You let him back in. Think about the defense on him and think about what you do. Good work.
And there's the bell for round two. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They exchange punches. Beautiful counter shot. Catch and shoot. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
That jab gets blocked. How about that time counter shot? Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You don't want to trade shots. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter punch caught him clean. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Left hook just missed. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
You like that round? Good work. You were thinking, just stay tomorrow. Get your shots up. Don't get them anything. Go back out there.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to slap you off.
This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Nice counter. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. You'd like to see more jabs. The perfect counter lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Get everything in the back. Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Just the same again. All the way through camp. And now you're going to go back out there and lose the match. Now, don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. You're switching off, and you're starting to make mistakes. Now, you go back out there and switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job. And then get back out there.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Beautiful counter punch. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Looks like he's going to try and bait his opponent here. He threw a punch and just got countered. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Another scoring shot there. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
You've been coasting for this entire fight, and now you've let him back in. Now it's going to can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. His confidence away. Go out, and in the first minute, stick him in the end of your jab, and then start gathering your pace and get your momentum back.
On to the fifth we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not clear. Be sharp.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Oh, and this is really going to rub him the wrong way. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And that left hook doesn't find its target. They both want the knockout. And he scores with the counter. Not so tense anymore, trying to loosen things up. I like it. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Now relax, relax. You're getting your time in already.
Let's start the sixth. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Through the left uppercut, but it misses. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Just be smart. Get your shots off and don't... Great work. I love that. I love that. The jab slick. Just keep...
Round 7, here we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Nice counter punch. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Counter punch. Nope, that hook won't score. He threw a punch and just got countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on.
Round 8, and we're off again. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Good counter punching. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Crawford got hit hard and down he goes. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your ball.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Good, look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow, get to the end of the round.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked
back on the job. That was a terrible round.
And there's the bell for round 9. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it. What a
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Beautiful counter punch. They're both trying for a knockout. Have to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. A lot of effort being exerted here. That uppercut doesn't land. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The exchange, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
Now it's going to be a tougher fight because he's going to be...
It's round 10. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter shot. Good counter punch. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so...
Oh my God, Johnny! Crawford in trouble! And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
Where did that come from? What a
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are right.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan, and what a result.